Fallout is over.
It's over.
Oh man, sad, but excited to be here to talk about it. Welcome back to Showboys. Dad and I are here, of course, to break down and recap and theorize all about the season 2 finale, the strip, and what could be to come in future Fallout seasons. I believe I saw today actually that they're filming for season 3 is actually going to be starting up pretty soon.
In the spring.
Yeah. So that's exciting. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you?
I am a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. It's more like when am I not sleepy? Yeah, man, I'm excited to talk about this episode. It was really good. Sad that the season is over. Also sad that our run on Showboys is also going to be over.
Yes.
For a brief time. Until we find something else to talk about.
Yes.
But no.
Worthwhile.
No, we still got Chad and Nick talking about Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I think that goes for 3 more weeks. And then, of course, in the early summer, Chad and I will be back to play through Final Fantasy Tactics, which is going to be really fun. And I'm sure there might be an episode or two in between. But yeah, without further ado, man, what'd you think of this episode?
It was great. Yeah, I was made a lot of nods that I don't think people were really expecting. And it opens it up so much for season 3. It's like they're just like setting up. They just like, all right, we're painting this picture for you, but you're gonna have to wait another year and a half till we get it out to you.
Nice.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, like not really playing, the game, but just like having a fresh set of eyes on it. How'd you feel about this season?
No, I really liked it, and like I forget when we said it when we were talking about it, but I feel like I need to go back and watch season 1 because maybe I just like had a lot going on. I don't know, but I don't recall season 1 being, or maybe that might not be the right way to phrase it. I don't remember being as into season 1 as I was this season. I don't know if that was because, I'm doing this podcast series, so I'm vested in it because of that. Or if season 2 is just like that much better than season 1. But I have had a lot of fun watching this season. It's been really good.
Yeah. It's just so quirky and fun.
Yeah.
Just Fallout universe was so wild. And I think I did enjoy this season more than season 1. The stakes were higher. Yeah, they dove into a lot more stuff, which is good.
Yeah, and like you said, as someone who's like new to the Fallout universe or whatever, I feel like I'm gonna need some explaining about this episode of all of the things that were dropped, all the Leonardo meme moments. Yeah, they did the thing. Yeah, I'll probably need those explained. Yeah. But yeah, man, where do you want to get started?
Let me start right at the beginning where the Legion is warring it out.
You know what? One of these days, you're just going to need to be like, let's start at the very end.
Let's start at the very end after the post-credit scene and go backwards.
Yeah. You're probably wondering how we got here.
Yeah. We'll show you our process backwards. So we see Kaisar's dead corpse laying there, and then Macaulay Culkin is dragging him to a tent to pull out the note, which is great timing, really, on his part while everyone's fighting to just drag his body to the tent for the note, which reads, "I am Caesar, I am the Legion, it ends with me." So they're fighting for nothing.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Whoops.
But he ends up folding it And the one guy's like, "What's it say?" Just stabs him and kills him. And he says, "Long live Kaiser."
Yeah. And then he eats it.
And then he eats it because people are coming to the tent. So yeah, and then he takes the crown.
Yes.
And puts it on, and everyone's chanting Kaiser. And then he quiets them down, and he says, "We'll reclaim the Holy Land they call Vegas, build a palace worthy of our empire, Kaiser's Palace, to New Vegas." Which is crazy. Like the first time I watched this, later on in the episode when they show them marching through the street towards the strip, I didn't realize how many there were.
Oh yeah,
there were so many. What I imagine happened was the war stopped once he took the crown, and they all just unified. That's all it took, really.
Yeah, they're simple people,
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the one Caesar or Kaiser was dead. Like on the other, well, no, it might have been Macaulay Culkin's Caesar, and he had this spear sticking out of him.
Yeah.
And someone ripped it out of his chest.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a real good chuckle out of reclaiming the Holy Land.
Yeah.
And building a palace. Caesar's Palace. Come on. That's great.
Pretty clever.
But yeah, so
mispronouncing it.
Macaulay's back.
He's back.
He was in one episode for about 5 minutes and then never seen again and came back for about
another 5
minutes and we're not going to see him again until season 3.
Right.
But he's going to be back, which is really cool.
He's going to be back. And it's going to be, I think the beginning of season 3 is going to be a bit of a bloodbath between them and the group that's there already.
Yeah. The way they set that up was really cool.
Yeah. And I think House might actually play into that as well somehow. I don't know, but maybe he brings those robots back to life somehow. And because he had a bunch of Securitrons in the game that kind of patrolled the streets of Vegas to keep it safe. We didn't see any in the show.
Just a pen full of death claws.
Yeah. So after that we get our sweet title card, which have been sweet every episode. I love the creativity behind that.
Yeah, the uniqueness for each episode.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
And totally relevant to the episode in some way.
It kind of reminds me, did you ever watch Ozark on Netflix? Oh, well, they did a somewhat similar thing with their title card. It would, Ozark starts with an O, so it'd be like an O divided in 4 quadrants. And then in each quadrant, there was like a symbol or a picture. And it like kind of was a mural of what was to come in the episode. So those, I always like that. And it's not exactly the same, but like you said, it's fallout at the end of the opening credits was somewhat relevant to something that was happening in the episode. Love it when shows do that.
Yeah. And I think the end credits kind of foreshadowed something for the next or what's coming up. Not really giving too much away, just kind of showing a place. Because this one they showed the strip, and like the one with Stephanie, they showed the billboard in Canada.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we are now at the Lucky 38. The ghoul is chatting with House. House asks him, "What did I tell you when we first met?" That the house always wins. And the ghoul cleverly says, "Winning might be overrated, Robert. The swimming pools are empty."
Yeah.
But then this was kind of cool because House was kind of like explaining some stuff along the way. Like he's basically a target he's been poisoned, shot at, whatever, by wandering travelers, which I think that was a nod to like the game.
Oh yeah.
But then the ghoul tells him to shut up, and then quickly asks him about the cold fusion diode. He's like, "What happens if I shoot this thing?"
Yeah.
And then House is like, "Unclear. There's only been one of these. Damage could extend to other planets, which is a lot of energy to blow up.
Probably would not be good for anyone involved." No. I like how he because the sliding door is open, you know, when he gets in there, and it starts to close, and he just like sticks his gun. Yeah, that's great. That's a good move.
Good touch. So the ghoul was like, most people don't have much to live for anyway, and he's very quick to the point. Where's my family? And why didn't you tell me there was a vault for management? And then House quickly tells him, that's because you didn't bring me the diode. Why would I tell you anything? You didn't bring me what I wanted. And then the ghoul's like, you get me in that vault and I'll leave your batteries on. Whatever. We got a deal, Bob. And then House opens up a drawer that has like a house version of a Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
For him to, you know, to put on. And he says, everyone works for me eventually.
Yeah, it is interesting because, you know, Ghoul's a free man, and that Pip-Boy is kind of like symbolic of the shackles.
For now,
yes. But yeah, man, I enjoyed House kind of in this episode is just like your exposition dump.
Yep.
He's
there's
like,
a lot of good information here.
Yeah, like it's necessary. But he's like, here, put this radio on your wrist so I can tell all the viewers what's going on.
And then
while you try to find your family.
It's hilarious because the ghoul's like, yep, don't care.
Yeah.
The whole time. He's just waiting for like directions to the vault.
Yeah, I love it.
So then we go to Maximus in his epic standoff with the Deathclaws.
Oh, dude.
This was
so cool.
So he's standing now, and Thaddeus runs to him, and then Maximus is like, get everyone inside, because like there's more Deathclaws.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole scene with Thaddeus like waving his arm around, like motioning
shooing people. Yes, I love it. Hey, gotta use what you got, right?
Use what you got. It's amazing.
It's like an air traffic controller, but instead of the orange cones.
It's his arm, his nasty green arm.
This whole sequence, well, I think it's like happens at least twice in two different parts, right?
Yeah.
But dude, yeah. Oh man, I love watching Maximus fight Deathclaws with his fists. Oh, dude.
Well, there's this part where like he's in the like we see him as like from behind the HUD or whatever, and we hear weapons activated. He's like,
yeah, how did that happen?
And then missiles launch and blow up the Deathclaw that's in front of him. I don't know how that happened.
Plot armor.
Yeah, but I don't unless he pressed a button somewhere. But I don't know. But then he shoots some missiles. He like jets up into the air and launches some more jets, and then they obliterates the Deathclaw.
Yeah.
And then we're like in the bar, and Thaddeus is like, someone's got to help him. He's going to die out there. And then the bartender's like, nah. And then we see 5 more Deathclaws like in the strip, like walking out of their playpen. It's not good, bro. 1 is bad enough, but like when you have a whole fleet of Deathclaws, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough time.
Yeah. Definitely not something you want to be seeing.
You, in any normal situation, you would avoid that area at all costs. Like you would find another route to take.
Yeah.
Playing the game at least. So after that, we are back to Lucy.
Wait, hold on. How many death claws in the game do you think you could actually go up against and survive?
It depends on a lot of things. If I've got good armor, it depends on the guns too, because you can't just take a pistol.
Yeah.
But it all depends on what you got, your kit. You would absolutely need you couldn't duke it out with power armor, in the games. Like you would probably get destroyed pretty quickly.
Really? So if Maximus was in the game, he would have had a hard time with one?
He would have struggled with if it was just melee. Well, he had some very cool,
yeah, the like arm blades. Yeah.
The game isn't really totally geared towards melee combat.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have a little bit of a hard time if it was just basic power armor. Grenades would help. Yeah, I think he would struggle. But yeah, like I said, it depends on what you have. Like you're gonna want to be, pretty well equipped going into a fight with some death claws.
Yeah.
Let alone one. And like they said before, they travel in packs. So you see one, you're gonna alert more. All of them probably that are there. So yeah, but he held his own very well. Like when he was first fighting them with the ghoul last episode.
Yeah.
That was a great fight. And he became he went up a couple notches for me. Like he's sweet.
Yeah.
So now next we go to Lucy, and she's with Congresswoman Welch's head. And Lucy's like wide-eyed, like, what's happening? Like, Dad, what are you doing? So she walks closer, the door's closed behind her. She doesn't even care. And like she's going to touch a wire or something, and then Welch wakes up. And Lucy's like, "You're alive?" And then Welch is like moaning like distortedly, and like she ends up repeating, "Kill me."
Yeah. Please.
And like Lucy's like, no, it's okay. We'll patch you up. You're mostly alive. No telling with the miracles of science. And
we'll
then
patch you up.
Welch is like, must kill. And Lucy's like, everyone wants me to kill them all the time. And then Welch says, stop him. But then she starts repeating, kill me, kill me, kill me.
Yeah.
And then Lucy raises the crowbar and just ends Welch right there. The tape stops spinning and it's over.
Yeah. So now I'm still confused, which we'll get a little more into the confusion later, but this now brings up my question from last week. Like Hank said, it's irreversible, but she's shut off the mainframe.
So nothing else can be done. Nothing more can be made.
Oh, okay.
It's like no more new thoughts. Like the people that have already been chipped, they've already been set, like programmed, and
okay.
there. And they'll probably just stay in whatever state they're at, whatever he left.
Yeah. So like, yeah. So I was gonna say you can't. No one can be added to the hive mind, and those already on can't be turned up or down. They're just kind of stuck. Okay.
Yeah. So there, I mean, towards the end of the episode, there's some more questions that arise, but we'll get there. But next, we see our buddy Norm being dragged by Ronnie's goons. Claudia is trying to free him, but gets hit up against the elevator buttons, which is very convenient. So the elevator makes some metal grinding noises, and then the doors open. And we have one very brave soul look down the elevator shaft, and there's nothing there. She's like, no. There's nothing there. And then a bunch of rad roaches come out and like attack all of them. They all scream and they start running. Norm hides behind a chair, which is kind of convenient. But that's right there. But everyone keeps running. Which
he actually kind of uses the chair, like, because one of the roaches is still trying to get him, and he's like,
chair, yeah. So everyone's running to an office, and like rad roaches are, flying around everywhere. One like smashes into like a column in the office. Now the crazy thing about this scene is rad roaches are not that aggressive. I mean, they're quick, but they were not that aggressive. Like I'm trying to think back to like the old Fallout, like turn-based games, and I can't think there. I got to think about like 3 and 4. Like in 4, they're pain, but they're not that crazy. They're pretty easy to take out.
Even for a bunch of Volties?
Well, probably not. Again, a lot of these situations depend on what you have on you and in your inventory. Like if you're like no armor, no weapons, you're gonna struggle unless you're very like I don't know, resourceful and grab a trash can and smack one of the rad roaches like Norm does. So they're running into this office, and that's when Norm saves that person, and then he's going to the office, but Ronnie doesn't let him in. He's like, no, not you. And then he knocks him down, and he kind of like rolls and goes like under a table or something, and then the rad roaches end up getting in anyway. And then there's a bunch of screaming and there's blood splatter and they're all dead.
Not good for sure. But yeah, the roaches pouring out of the elevator shaft reminded me of like overturning pieces of cardboard or like palm fronds down here in Florida. Just like roaches like everywhere,
scatter.
And they're not that much smaller down here.
Instead of this big, they're like this big.
Yeah. You could probably mount one, honestly.
I probably could. I may or may not have already.
Across the wasteland.
Yes, that is my mount for the wasteland. Which is...
That would actually be pretty cool.
One gripe I have with the games is that there's no like good method of transportation. You walk everywhere. But like in the old games, you have like a big overworld map where you like clicked on a point and it would like take you there. And sometimes you'd have like a random encounter along the way. But once you've been there once, you can fast travel, which is nice.
That is nice.
So
I used to be all about the like the realism in games where like, we can't teleport in real life. You should just have to walk there. But now I'm just like, bro, I already walked here.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me walk here again.
I'm not doing this again. Let me fast travel. So like they have that in all the games, which is
nice.
Sweet. So we are back to House and the Ghoul, and this is where House is rambling And Will's like, so he actually tried to rig Vault 31, but it was too late. The investors were one step ahead of him, which I'm not totally sure what he meant by rigging Vault 31.
Yeah.
He probably just tried to have his hands in it somehow. But since the Enclave pretty much had control of everything, he didn't have the opportunity to do it.
Right.
So, and
but yeah, he's leading the ghoul into the vault underneath Vegas that he has like a back door into because he can do that.
He's
like,
House.
Yeah.
And this is where Barbara and Janie are.
Yes. Yeah.
So now we go back to Max and the Death Claw. And we have a Death Claw munching on Max's helmet. And then he gets blasted by a rocket, which is amazing. And then he tries to shoot another, but misses. Classic Fallout. And then he's out of rockets. And then this part's hilarious. The bartender and everybody in the bar are like making bets against Maximus.
Yeah.
And then Thaddeus is like yelling to get their attention. He's like, "Stop! Hey, like waving the arm, and then he drops it, and that's what gets their attention.
Dropping the mic, dropping the arm,
and he's like, I put 500 on Maximus that he wins," and they're like, "You got money," and then he like unloads like probably thousands of caps. He's like, "I work for a living."
Yeah. He just man had a lot of bottle caps in his pants. They're just like pouring out of his pant. Like
he's got a stash of them.
Yeah.
I hope he paid those kids.
I don't think he did.
He probably didn't.
No.
Typical management.
Yep. Probably had a pizza party though.
You probably did. Oh, geez. So we're back to Lucy. Whole lot of jumping around.
You know what? One thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Because you brought up all the jumping around. Every time it jumped around, it felt like it would like fade out to black, like it was the end of an episode. I know they weren't like doing end of episode things, but it felt like every scene ended like the end of an episode. I'm like, okay,
well, I think that's where they
get it. You're building the tension. You're giving us the cliffhangers for each thread, but like,
I think that's also where they put their commercial breaks too.
Yeah.
Since we don't have ads.
Well, speak for yourself, sir. Because even though I'm an Amazon Prime member, I still have to sit through ads on Amazon Video, which infuriates me. Pay for your service and buy a lot of things on Amazon. Don't make me watch commercials, please.
It's a very simple request.
Unreal.
So now we're back to Lucy again. She's walking out of Vault Tech, out of one of the buildings down there, and goes to the railing. But House is kind of like still speaking, like a voiceover. He's going on about like controlling the future. I was outclassed by an invisible adversary. He's talking about the Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
One of their acolytes is here in the building. And then Hank walks out. Why did you do that? Why'd you have to go and do that? Ruin my plans. And it's funny, ironically, he's talking about House. How House wanted to turn human beings into machines, erase their memories, and make them suggestible enough to follow orders.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds a lot like what Hank is doing.
Right.
But he's like, Hank said he's a bit of a robot himself, What I was trying to do was add a little personality to his product. Okay, buddy.
I mean, he did kind of, right?
He did, but like
they had the musical conga like production line going.
Yeah. When's it stop being good though?
Yeah, I guess when you're like bending everyone's will to your own, I guess that make it not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Still mind control.
If you want to get technical.
Erasing memories. Yeah. But motor functions are still intact.
Yeah, very, very much so.
You can still do the work I have you to do.
That's right. I got to say too, this is a bit of breaking news because I don't know if anyone knows about this. I just found it because I have many monitors here on my setup, and one of them is always on YouTube. And my page refreshed, and Warner Brothers Entertainment's channel is live streaming a compilation of all the Lord of the Rings movies right now on YouTube.
Sick. On YouTube.
On the YouTube. From Warner Bros. Channel.
You heard it here first, folks.
That's right. But no one cares about Warner Bros. Or HBO.
Not right
or
now.
Lord of the Rings.
Not right now.
No.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. So Lucy asked who the head was, or who the head belonged to.
And then he can't get over. She's just like, please kill me.
Kill me. I feel so bad for her, man. Like to be aware, like,
oh yeah,
that's terrible. But like, still funny though. Like it's so terrible, but so funny at the same time. Like only Fallout could do that.
Well, yeah.
Not many people can do it, really. So he tells her tells her that it was Welch, and that it goes on to say about like talking about her personality, like the ISTP. It's like the gold standard
the personality test.
Yeah. Ideal personality could stand to see more of that in the world. Well-meaning, sweet, and non-threatening. So basically, easy to manipulate and brainwash and use for your experiments and mind control. This whole time it seemed like he was just giving like a pitch, like trying to sell the idea to her. And
but again, like, man, I know it's messed up, but like he does kind of have a point. Or like the people that he's done it to so far have been like the dregs, right? Like violent, miserable killers.
Not much to live for.
You could turn them into something productive.
Yeah.
For you.
Well, and like he mentioned, like you're eliminating factions of people that are warring against each other.
Yeah.
So it does make sense.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, now that we keep talking about it, now that we've been talking about it, I'm starting to get on board with this, like, you know, one world government. Maybe you can just, you know, just get rid of the borders. We can just all be one society. Then we could stop all the war, man. Nothing bad would happen anymore.
No, it'd be complete peace.
Yeah.
And harmony with everyone.
Is that what the New World Order would be?
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm down with the NWO, bro.
Not the wrestling group.
Maybe both. Why not? Why does that have to be one or the other?
That's hilarious.
Side note. I am watching The Iron Claw right now, also on Prime, which is a wrestling movie. So.
That's hilarious.
So maybe I'm down with the NWO, both the wrestling group and the prospective governmental situation. I don't know. Hank's selling me on it.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good salesman, let me tell you. And then Lucy asked him, why would you do that to her? And the best thing he can say is, "Daddy's job is complicated, sweetie."
I do wonder what happened to her, though.
I mean, I imagine they'll explain it. Maybe a little bit of flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which, do you think they really have a reason to do flashbacks? Well, yes, because they still need to show from the moment that he got arrested to the point of episode 1, season 1, where he watches the bombs drop with his daughter.
Yeah.
That's a big window.
Yeah, because he's not arrested anymore. So
right, and he's wearing a cowboy outfit.
Yep.
Probably got fired from Vault-Tec, so he's picking up side gigs.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Because I was wondering that all season long, like how did we get to that point in season 1?
Yeah, I mean, they've still got more story to tell with Cooper and his family.
Yeah. And I really like the flashbacks. Explaining the pre-bombs. That part of the story has been just as fascinating as what's going on in the wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, it's just world building. Like, it's you get a view into how it was.
Yeah, and it's just so cool to see Cooper and the ghoul, like same person but such totally different characters, and getting to see Goggins play both of them.
He's such a great actor. And I don't know if they wouldn't have revealed it, would we know?
Oh,
if it was the same person.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Because I mean, you can tell it's the same actor. I mean, because his voice is very noticeable.
It's a little rougher, and as the ghoul.
Yeah, but I think you would be able to know. But yeah, I mean, if you aren't super familiar with Goggins, and you didn't know that they were the same person, I guess it would be very hard to tell, because completely different,
interesting
attitude, demeanor. Yeah.
Because it's like he embraced more of his army side and survival, because in his flashbacks he's more like the civilian. Like he's done with war. He's, don't know if he's retired, but he's not in it.
Yeah, so as a
family man.
Right, and as a civilian, he's like Lucy, not completely, but always trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, and I think that's what drives me nuts about Lucy.
Yeah. As the ghoul,
got him in a bunch of crap.
Yeah, he's just completely given up on that, and is just like, what I'll do what I need to do for self-preservation, and that could be the good thing, but it very well could not be the good thing for you.
Good for him, bad for a lot of others.
Yeah. But he just completely drops that aspect of his personality, which is very fascinating.
Yes. So speaking of the ghoul, we are back with the ghoul and House still yapping about the Enclave, saying that their eyes are everywhere. And 200 years ago, you gave them the cold fusion. You helped bring forth the greatest threat. Unwitting servant. And the ghoul's like, I am what I am.
I am.
And House is like, is that what you'll tell them? That reunion is going to be crazy. I had a moment where what is he how are they going to react when they see him?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Because he's going to see them and remember them how they were, but they're going to see this monster looking at them,
noseless zombie
with a cowboy hat. Oh my gosh, they'll pull a gun or something, try to kill him.
Yeah.
So we get a nice little flashback of Cooper and Barb leaving the Vault Hotel. And
who'd they run into?
They ran into Hank.
Yeah,
and Stephanie.
And they're looking a little chummy.
They are. Well, before that, Barb's like, I'd say we go as far out as Colorado, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then Hank walks up and Steph is walking up behind him, and Hank's like, you make the best wingman. I don't know what you said, but it worked.
Yeah.
And then Steph is like, we talked all night, and then he proposed. This romantic.
Yeah, dude.
And this was wild. I think Cooper and Barbara were just as shocked to see them together.
Mm-hmm.
But we know Steph, and we know what her intentions are.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to us.
Is she Lucy's mother?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously we don't know, but I don't think she is. I think because her mom was from Shady Sands.
Was she though? How does Lucy?
Yeah, because Hank had abducted her.
Oh.
From her mom.
Okay.
Which would be a wild twist if Lucy somehow escaped with her, and then Hank was bringing her home because that's not her mom. Just another like Raider faction.
Maybe that's just the yarn he spun. That's my bold prediction. Lucy's whole backstory is false, and Steph is her mom.
That'd be so wild and very awkward and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
They have like this epic standoff, and Steph's like, by the way, I'm your mom.
It's like reverse Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be. So Hank is like, truly unbelievable resume for a hotel maid. And then hoping that Bud Askins has a job for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Bud's
Barb says maybe Buds. And then Barb and Coop both say congrats awkwardly. And then Hank's like, my parents are going to kill me. And then they leave.
Yeah. So wait, hold on. Back to Lucy. Is Hank her biological father?
I don't know.
Because like you see so much of Lucy's personality in these flashback Hanks, right? And like obviously personality is something that, you know, can just be like acquired by being around someone for a long time, right? You know, you kind of are the company you keep thought, right? But I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure that's her dad.
So he like kidnapped her mom from Shady Sands and forced a child upon her. Hank is real messed up, bro. That's what happened.
Real messed up. Like, so yeah, okay, yeah. Make a baby in Shady Sands, and then, or bring.
He's like, you know what? It's just not working out, and then he drops a nuke on Shady Sands. That's one way to end a relationship, I guess.
Well, right, because Lucy's mom becomes a ghoul because at the end of season 1, Moldaver's with Lucy's mom at that one place.
True.
So I don't know. Now I'm questioning Hank. But where are we at? Oh, now Cooper and Barb are leaving. And Barb was like, did we come out a couple of winners? And then all the payphones begin to ring.
Yeah.
Which is wild. So we're back to Lucy. And she's talking with Hank, asking him, what's your end game? and he says, miniaturization. We won't know who's been automated and who hasn't. Just have a little scar on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where the dude from Caesar's Legion comes out. And then Hank says, other than that, you'll be my little girl again.
How cool, Hank.
So he's going to ship her. And then she calls him insane. And he's like, you don't mean that. And very soon, you won't. You won't remember. And then Lucy hits the Legion guy, but then he grabs her by the neck.
Yes. Deja vu.
Yes. Meanwhile, the ghoul makes it to like the main area of Vault-Tec through the back doors. And then we cut to Max being like getting wrecked by this Deathclaw.
Yeah.
But he like grabs a metal post and jabs it through the Deathclaw, which is great. But then more come. His suit is getting more and more damaged. And then Thaddeus, our boy Thaddeus, is on the roof using his foot to steady the rifle.
He's like got the barrel between his toes.
It's like, because I think he takes a shot.
Yeah.
And hits a Deathclaw, which is sweet. And then he's like, gotta reload.
Yeah. Does his shot like kill the Deathclaw? Because I think it does something. And I was like, okay, dude, the ghoul's gun was like literally punching holes through the Deathclaw and it didn't phase it.
No, because I think it hit him, and then Maximus gets distracted, but then that Deathclaw knocks him over. And then that's when Thaddeus is like, hold on, gotta reload. While Max is getting chomped on by the Deathclaw.
Yeah. I love how multiple Deathclaws are just munching on his head.
Yes. It's a wild time.
Yeah, dude. And like when they show like his face, like all the lights are flashing red and all the like
it's not good.
Alarms are going off. Yeah.
Totally malfunctioning.
Not gonna end well. And I also love in the shop how they just have turned into like this wild gambling, like everyone keeps like changing their odds, throwing bets down.
Yeah. So we go back to Hank and Lucy. He's about to put the chip in her neck, but guess who comes to save the day? The ghoul.
Oh, I was wrong.
Kills a Legion guy and shoots Hank in the butt. He's like, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be your butt bleeding out all over the floor. But it ain't up to me. And then he slides the gun, and then he says, "What say you, Vaulty?" And then he does this like little nod and leaves.
Yep.
I didn't think she'd shoot him. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen. She's really all about the justice.
Yeah.
But then we get the close-up of the chip. Back to Maximus. Suit malfunctioning. He's having like flashes, like his life is flashing before his eyes. Remembers his dad telling him he's going to be a great man one day. And he gets out of the suit, which is a great idea. He grabs that wheel thing from the casino.
Oh yeah, the roulette wheel.
The roulette wheel, and then a cue stick. He's gonna do some
got
work, man.
His sword and shield. He's got it.
He's about to do this. Meanwhile, the people in the bar are shocked. Well, the bartender's shocked that he's just a kid. So then he grabs a gun and he's like, "Come on, let's take back our town." And then like the lady playing the book, he's like, "Nah."
He's like, "Yeah, okay,
nah." So Deathclaw approaches. Thaddeus says, hold on. He has like a flash of the dude in the power armor from when he was a kid. And then the Deathclaw like takes off, charging after Maximus, and then gets shot right in the head and falls over dead. And then we looked at Thaddeus and he's like, "No, it wasn't me. It was."
Yeah, he couldn't go like this. He's like,
"No, it was them." And then we see another guy in some armor. with a helmet and some like a mask, which anything
cover art for New Vegas game, I think, is what came to mind for me.
A lot of people have speculated that that's Courier 6.
Okay.
The player in New Vegas, which for that kind of like epic moment and the close up and the like the slow motion shot, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Because if it's just another random dude, first of all, why would a random dude help Maximus? Like it could be NCR, which the NCR shows up like a full like army. But like he looks a lot different than everyone else. And he just so happens to be the main character of New Vegas. Like there's an 8 on his suit, which they didn't show. They probably did that on purpose because the gun was blocking his suit or his chest, where that would have been. But that would have been a clear sign that it was him. And it's been 15 years since New Vegas, so he'd obviously still be alive. Older, obviously. But still like roaming around because like I don't think any of the endings has him die. So it's very likely that it's him.
I did not tie all that together. I just was like, oh, that looks like the cover art for the game. And I was like, oh, that just must be an NCR guy, because then what happens?
Everyone shows up.
Regrouped, very much bigger NCR front comes marching into town, led by the lady who we saw at the NCR camp earlier in the season that only had like 3 NCR members.
2.
Oh, 2.
It was him and her and that old guy that got chipped.
Yeah. So apparently the reinforcements, they linked up. And they made their way to New Vegas to assist with the Deathclaw threat. But yeah, I thought the guy, the sniper, I will call him, was part of the NCR, but that's not true.
Right.
Oh, fascinating.
Which I don't think they came here to help with the Deathclaw threat. I think that...
Well, yeah, I mean, they probably didn't come for that, but she's like,
since you said that, though, it made me think, like, why are they there?
Yeah.
Maybe they got some intel somehow that the Legion was on the move. Maybe the courier set them up or told them. I don't know. It's all speculation at this point.
Yeah. Well, did Lucy and the Ghoul mention anything? I mean, they said they were going to New Vegas, right? But
they did, yeah.
There's no reason that, an entire battalion of NCR would go there because the Ghoul's there, right?
They've got really no reason that we're aware of at this moment.
Interesting.
Unless, like, I mean, they probably were watching the Legion duke it out, but then because they had an outpost in the mountains, so she probably would have seen it, but there still would have had to be a reason for everyone to join her by herself,
right?
But I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm sure they'll explain it somehow.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, then I heard a child. Yeah, I did see some random post about how the show kind of frames the NCR as it's kind of like the wasteland good guys, but Bethesda kind of always like just craps on the NCR in the games and stuff. So is that like what you're seeing? Does that make sense? Is it true-ish?
See, I'm trying to think when the NCR was really introduced. Because it's a newer concept for me. I think it might have been a Vegas thing. Oh, it was mentioned in the original Fallout, but that was in relation to Shady Sands.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I just don't pay attention. Apparently, it's in Fallout 2 as well, but mostly their main appearance was in New Vegas, the game New Vegas.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they all linked up and why they came to New Vegas.
Yeah, for sure.
So we are back to Lucy and Hank, which are outside the Lucky 38 where the death claws just came from, which is the timing couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, no kidding.
So basically the NCR shows up, they tell Maximus that they have it from here. Maximus is like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Lucy is leading Hank down the steps of the Lucky 38. He is chipped now. This was...
So was he always chipped? Like when this happened?
No. No, because I mean, I assume no, because they close up on the chip like before she takes him out. But I that is kind of a interesting thing to think about, because this scene, it like escalates to a point where he has one of those remotes as well, and he presses a button and it affects him before she can press her button. But I'm thinking that maybe his new device kind of like resets and reprograms everything, like everyone that's been chipped, because he tells her in this part that he's already sent out a bunch of people, and like no one's going to be able to tell who's chipped and who's not, but they'll basically be working and listening to some, programming that's been created for them 200 or 2 centuries ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was one of the questions I had, is like, how did he get chipped? Did she do it like after the ghoul shoots him in the butt? Like,
yeah, I'm thinking that's what happened.
Okay.
Because they suggest that.
Yeah, because she's like, they're having their conversation and she's basically like, well, I'm about to have my dad back because I'm about to turn you on.
Yeah.
Wow. Pause. That sounds very weird. You know what I mean? But he's like, not if I do it first.
Yeah. And then he presses the button. But yeah, like they have quite a bit of back and forth. She's basically saying he lied to her this whole time. How she was like looking forward to come up to the surface with him. He said it would have been nice seeing everyone again, and then he gets to Stephanie. He's like, "Oh boy, Stephanie." That's going to be an awkward conversation, but he realizes he's not going to go back. He's not going back.
Yeah.
He's like, the Legion is coming. They're going to massacre everyone here. With my help, you could stop them. And she's like, I need you to tell me what you were really doing here. And he's like, and then? What then? And she's like, I'm going to turn you into the father I thought you were. But then he presses the button quicker.
He's like,
quicker. And then he just kind of like his head falls. Like he's still sitting up.
Yeah.
And like she's crying and she like hugs him and he like slowly wakes up, totally like wiped. He's like, Miss, you've got a smudge on your face. Do you care? Do you mind? So yeah, that was kind of sad. Like he's evil, but I wanted there to be some kind of redemption there, but
yeah,
it didn't happen. And then he like looks away emotionless. He's just like looking out, like no expression on his face.
Yeah.
And then she gets up and walks to the middle of the circle, and then Maximus is there.
Yeah.
And then they meet each other and hug.
Oh, so cute.
Such a cute moment.
Yeah.
But then that's cut short.
Over.
But then it's cut short because we get taken to Steph, still locked in the overseer's quarters, people pounding on the door, chanting to open up.
Yep.
She gets Hank's box and opens it, and it's a Pip-Boy. She turns it on. It's got a cool little E on it.
I wonder what that means.
Did you know what that meant when that all happened?
Yeah.
Click for you? Okay.
Yeah.
You knew it was the enclave?
It'll work the secret elevator to get out. E for elevator.
E for elevator.
Yeah, the enclave. Come on, Jeffrey.
Sorry. Anyway, she puts it on, and then like the Vaulties outside are like, we got to send a clear message to management. And then the other guy's like, yeah, death to management.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
As it does.
Yeah, yeah.
But then she is recording a message or sending a message. She says that she's Hank McClane's wife. If you can hear this, initiate phase 2.
Yeah, which we still didn't really learn what phase 2 was.
And then they cut to the Enclave facility.
And they're hearing a bunch of things.
They're hearing a bunch of things, yes.
One of those things is Steph's message, of course.
Yep, and we also hear Hank's message, and we hear Norm's message. So, speaking of Norm, great segue. Good job, Jeff.
Look at you.
He is going into the bloody office where people are all dead. And the Red Roaches are conveniently all dead, too. Except for one person still alive, and it's Claudia. He helps Claudia up.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, everyone just kills each other. Wow. But then, like, the next scene, like, he's, like, wheeling her out on a cart.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to take you home.
Home? Like father, like son, or like son, like...
Like a...
I couldn't help it. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, they say.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are coming to the end of the episode, and we are back with the ghoul, and he is in the cryopod room.
Yeah.
And House is like, if your family is here, I'll be happy for you. But what is your plan? How will you protect them? With the Enclave still out there, there's no safety. Like I tried to warn you all those years ago. Like he wasn't there yet. He was almost there.
Yeah.
And then we get a flashback of Cooper and Barbara with the payphones ringing still all this time after this whole episode.
Yeah.
He answers it. It's House. I want you to know it wasn't me. And then he gets arrested.
Yep.
And he says they're worse people than me.
House says that.
House says that, yes.
Yeah.
And then people in suits are looking at him.
Yeah.
And this is where Cooper gets to the room. He finds the cryopods for Barbara and Janie, but when he goes to open them, they are empty.
Wow.
Did you see that coming? I didn't.
No, not really. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was very curious as to what they would do seeing him, but I guess we're not gonna deal with that just yet.
Have to wait a couple years.
Yeah.
And then House is so like comforting, and he says, "What a shame. You bet on hope, Mr. Howard, and you lost."
Yeah, rip. Except he did find something.
Did find something. He sees a postcard for Colorado, and on the back it said Colorado was a good idea in Barbara's handwriting. So maybe there was like some kind of like panic moment with the bombs about to go off, and she leaves the note there for Cooper and goes to Colorado, thinking maybe he would see the note before the bombs dropped and like meet them in Colorado.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she left it for him to find it. Yeah. He found it 200 years later, but he still found it.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the timeline of the leaving of that message, but yeah, so I felt real bad for the ghoul there.
I did too. And then House continues to be very comforting here. Still living in a world of fiction that isn't real. A world that isn't real. Cooper's like, "You're wrong about that." And House is like, "You'll forgive me if I don't see how." So
what a turd.
They do the flashbacks. It's kind of a back and forth here. The officers, whatever they are, Enclave goons show up, and they get Cooper, and they're like, "We have a warrant for your arrest by the authority of the House Un-American Activities Committee." What a name. What a name. And then before that, Cooper tells Barb to act surprised that he acted alone. She didn't know anything. But she's like saying, "Don't admit to it. They'll fight it together." And then he's like, "For her. Like, we're doing this for her."
Yeah.
They take Coop. And then back present time, the ghoul says, "For the first time in 200 years, I know my family is alive." And he like gets up, and then he takes the Pip-Boy off. House is like, "What are you doing? The Enclave is still out there. We're not done. We have business." And then Cooper's like, "Not with me, you don't." It's a great.
Yeah. Yep, he's out.
Mr.
Another
House.
road trip.
Yeah, long road
so
trip.
is so, you know, they said the events of this show, the series, maybe the season, lead into the next game. Next game taking place in Colorado.
So very likely. Or a New Vegas 2. But the games have been in Colorado already.
Oh, have they?
Yes, which opens up some crazy possibilities.
Okay.
But before we get into that speculation, we have just a quick couple wrap-up things for the episode. We have the Legion marching towards Vegas. Huge army. Maximus and Lucy are at the top of Lucky 38 where House is. We see the screen. It's now saying signal lost again. They go to the window.
Doesn't it flash his face real quick?
His face again. So he's not finished.
Yep.
And Lucy's like, "I could have prevented this. There's going to be a war, and it's all my fault." Maximus is like, "Yeah, well, welcome to the wasteland." Then he smiles at her, and then they hold hands, and that's when we see House on the monitor.
Yeah,
and we start to hear the old timey music, right? And you think it's going to end, but then we see the ghoul overlooking the desert with the mountains in the distance. He's getting ready for his journey.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was crazy. Okay, so I was watching this the first time I watched it. The credits started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching, like, you know, the pictures and stuff. They showed like the Lucky 38, and they showed like an NCR flag that's like ripped and torn and like hanging over something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, I'm not lying. I had this thought. Wonder if there's gonna be a post-credit scene. So I waited. And sure enough, there was an end credit scene.
Wow.
Like, there has not been an end credit scene for Fallout at all. But this one random time, I'm like, wonder if they've got something up their sleeve. And they did. And we are.
Was there no end credit scene in season 1?
I don't think so. Look it up while I'm rambling.
Oh, well.
So we are at the Brotherhood. The battle is still raging on. People are being treated for their injuries. What's her name? Is it Dane? Or Maximus's friend? Dane. Okay.
Yeah.
She has like a tube, like a container of something, and she goes to Quintus, and I think she sets it on the desk, and Quintus is like, "Out of the virtue of my heart," as a great impression. I tried to unify the Brotherhood. All shaky and intense.
Your voice isn't RFK Jr. enough.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, he says, I tried to unify the Brotherhood, and look where it got me. No matter. Quintus the Unifier is dead. Quintus the Destroyer is born. He unrolls the paper, and it shows plans for Liberty Prime Alpha.
Yeah, and I was like, man, if I played the games, I'd probably be so excited about this moment right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild. I wasn't so excited about that. It's just kind of like an extra. Here you go, little bonus. The biggest I don't even know.
So explain this. Is Liberty Prime basically like a Brotherhood Gundam? Like,
yes, that chucks mini nukes at things and has like a laser that comes out of its eyes.
Chucks mini nukes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they're big bomb. They're bombs that do a lot of damage, but they're like not like nuclear. I mean, they could be, but like you throw a mini, like if you had a mini nuke, it would destroy a city.
Yeah,
or it would destroy a lot. More than the game show.
Yeah, but this end credit scene's crazy because, of course, you know, Maximus also started something, and we're seeing that playing out up there. And yeah, Quintus is
about to go crazy.
Yeah,
he's already crazy.
Unleash the Brotherhood Gundam, Liberty Prime. Pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be wild to get to see that next season. Just a giant, a giant mech.
Yeah.
Some Brotherhood on Brotherhood action. That'd be crazy.
So, real quick. So Colorado, we know, is where the Enclave is.
Mm-hmm. We do?
Maybe I just assumed it or knew it.
I'll Google.
From like the games. Fallout Tactics is where that's where it takes place, is in Colorado. It's also where Vault Zero is, which is another vault. It's a vault for the Enclave. Some crazy stuff happens there. Like, it's too much to get into right now. So there's inside the vault, there's I don't even know what to call it. Kind of like how Welch is but they call it the calculator, where it's a computer monitor with like, wait, no, that's something else. The calculator is basically a robot that controls a bunch of other robots in the area. So we get our first experience with some robots. Would be pretty rowdy in the next season. The way they've opened it up, they just opened up a lot more. So if Barbara and Janie are in Vault Zero, or have been in Vault Zero, there's no way that they're there because of the stuff that happens. And I saw a really interesting theory that they think that Janie was woken up at some point within the 200 years. Well, more recently, probably. So she's like a grown-up now. And she's in charge of the vault, or she's like high up in the Enclave.
Oh, dang.
That would be a wild like reunion.
That really would. But yeah, quick goog. Looks like the show has indicated that the Enclave is in Colorado. So, yeah, man, I don't know. It's crazy. We didn't even we got introduced to the super mutant.
Yeah,
and literally nothing.
Totally teased.
So
bad.
So we got that. We got to figure out what's going on with Thaddeus still.
But I think mutants are in Colorado as well.
Yeah.
Because I think just how I thought like all roads led to Vegas for this season, I think all roads, well, obviously all roads lead to Colorado.
Yeah. Nostradamus over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we need to still need the super mutant thing, the Legion, obviously, and the NCR, and then the Brotherhood faction, Civil War. Man, there's so much going on.
See, I thought that phase 2 was going to be the mutant virus on the vaults.
The FEV.
Yeah. But I guess we'll find out.
That's another big. We need to figure out if Woody's alive or not.
He's got to be alive.
Have we given up on Dylan G? Is he a goner?
They didn't show body.
They didn't. Just glasses.
No body. He's still alive.
Yeah. Is Steph gonna make it out of the office, or is the death to management chant gonna overcome there? Yeah, man. Season 3 should be
it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Another fun season. Another good time covering a great show with you. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
We're here.
Follow us wherever you're listening at. Join the Discord so you can stay in the loop and chat with us about other things we're watching or games we're playing. Be a part of the game club.
Yeah.
Go listen to Pokey Boys. Go listen to Neon Forge music. And yeah, go listen to Nick and Chad talk about Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes.
On Tuesday nights. So I think they still have 3 more weeks of that season to go. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess we'll catch you around
at some point.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right. You guys have a good one.